God help us all. It sounds so negative when I open with like prayer, but here we are. And we're down 2 shoes and some dignity, but we're back. And it's our new night. If you're really married to the show, said nobody, you know that we usually launch an episode on Mondays or Tuesdays. We've moved it to Wednesday because it's better for everybody's schedule. And what to my wondering eyes doesn't appear? We're Rubber Shoes.
2 Rubber Shoes
didn't appear. Holy mother of Christmas.
It's perfect for everybody, though.
Production to the middle of the week. No more holidays are going to get in the way. We're not going to screw this up. Wednesdays are great. Can't make it.
Oh, sorry.
So he's
our Red Sox
ones
expert.
Into the woods.
Yeah.
And Little Shoes is at work. Also interesting for people that are paying close attention. If you're following Rubber Shoes on Instagram, he and the family love the Big E. They were there over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
And when they go to the Big E, they do the Big Eat. He rifles down all the fried foods. God bless him. Never been. Not a big fan of Hep C, so I don't usually go to those events. And that being said, there was a shot of 4 people. It was Rubber Shoes, Little Shoes, Mother Shoes, and Little Heels.
Oh,
unless it wasn't Little Heels, and I just started to riff.
Oh, we're just making an assumption. Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway,
I can't believe you don't go to the Big E. Does New Hampshire have a state fair? No.
The number one, dude. How could you forget? For those of you who don't know, we all worked in radio together. Junior Gardner, the Deerfield Fair.
Oh.
Remember the last ad? We laid down some asphalt so you can push your baby preambulators. Remember that? Like he used the most archaic term for like baby stroller. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Do you attend that? No,
absolutely not.
Of course.
There's also the Rochester one, which is horrendous. That thing is just.
The Rochester Fair doesn't actually stop. They just decentralize it and they stop paying for parking. Yeah. Like the Rochester Fair is really a celebration of all things Rochester.
Okay. All right.
And if that
one I've
doesn't
never
make
been
you
to.
not want to buy a ticket, I don't know what will. No, but we did actually. I was joking about this. If you guys remember, when we were together at the radio station, we were at the Rochester Fair, and this is going deep into the archives. And by the way, we did invite Dugan. By the way, my name's Tim. Adam's in the green T-shirt. I don't know who's right or left. Scotty Dukes is here. Welcome to ATB. We appreciate you joining the show. We were trying to get Bobby Dugan, who is crushing fantasy football right now.
Oh my God.
He's on the West Coast, so it's 2:00 for him. So he's mid taco, and I mean the Mexican delight, not yet. Well, I don't know what mid taco he is, but who knows?
Well,
he's not here. He's busy.
Yeah.
We had ourselves at the radio station at the Rochester Fair. So yes, I have been against my will.
Did they pay you for this?
Do you remember this, Scotty? Because Adam doesn't, and I appreciate that because we're all there at varying times.
Yeah.
We were there, and we had Brooke Hogan, daughter of Hulk Hogan, performing on a bale of hay.
Yes.
Singing, careful, singing.
Yeah, make sure you clarify that.
Whatever performing means. Oh yeah, there was 2 scoops of "Get Me the Hell Out of Here" with a side of French fries.
Brooke Hogan.
Yeah,
she was the next big Ashley Simpson, wasn't she?
Was she
supposed to be? She was something. She was the next big something.
I'm not sure Ashley Simpson was Ashley Simpson. Was she?
Listen, we got to talk about the Red Sox. Our Rubber Shoes going to call in pretty quick.
We're 7 minutes in. We haven't even got to Evaldi yet. So, we got some stuff to get to. Obviously, in the order of importance, we're going to talk about the fact that the Sox took care of business last night. That's great stuff. We have to talk about Brady's return. And I don't know how you guys feel about it. Certainly, I can tell you that I am enjoying the fact that it's behind us now.
Yes,
100%.
There is a cathartic release of thank God that's over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although, was it not an enjoyable game to watch? I enjoyed watching
it. Was unbelievable.
Tremendous.
It was awesome.
It was phenomenal.
Awesome.
It was
so
phenomenal.
much fun.
And then
totally lived up to the hype.
And then we're gonna touch on the fact that if you were paying attention to the other night, you saw your Bruins back on the ice.
Yes,
I can say again with us present, your Bruins. Because of course, if you don't know yet, as we get back into the heat of the hockey season, you'll realize that Rubber Shoes is a fan of La Habitante. We'll talk about that later. And of course, the Celtics were on too, and some pretty cool stuff from the Celtics clubhouse and talking about not complaining. Be Be less like LeBron, more like Mike, right?
Yeah.
Get the foul. Don't ask for it. Yeah,
That's right.
So,
That's right.
So let's get into it. Let's talk about first things first. Last night, what a pleasure with a game that had such magnitude, and obviously we'd be talking about tea times, which Scotty, we're playing Outlook Monday if you're free. We're talking about tea. I'm just saying, got an opening.
I'm there.
We'd be talking about tea times for the Red Sox if
Yeah.
things didn't go well. More often than not, when we're talking about big games or championship games, we're always struggling to make sure that we just get out alive. And there was a level of comfort. You could actually sit and enjoy it. Like after we went up 2-0, I'm like, this is good. And I can't wait to hear your thoughts about our dear friend, Rubba Shoes is joining us from the road. This is amazing. Our dear friend, A-Rod.
Oh,
Could not will a win into existence.
Oh my God.
Oh, so bad. It was so bad.
Yep.
Wait a sec. Whoa. You legitimately mean Rubba Shoes is joining us?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't even joking.
Yes,
What's going on?
Rubba Shoes, we're 10 minutes in. We barely touched the Red Sox. You're just in time.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. So how was golf?
Oh, it was interesting.
No arrests.
Yeah. No, it was so it's a 9 holes and then we're having dinner out. So a 9 and dine. It was with an association that my other company belongs to, and I was paired up with 2 old people, an old couple. My bad shots went 150 yards further than theirs.
Okay.
Okay.
Still bad, but
So it was fun.
What do you expect on a 9-hole course? Like
I'm picturing
what
the
you're gonna
old couple from Caddyshack. That's a peach, hon.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly who they reminded me of.
now you're not shit talking to them with them right there, are you, Rubba Shoes?
No, I don't. I know they're putting their bags on it, but I had to park on the other side of the parking lot.
You're there. So. Do me a favor. Show everyone the truck.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
Show everyone the truck. Do it.
Gotta see
it. This is the best part of today. We can end the show after this.
Excellent. Oh,
jeez.
That's him on the truck.
Yes, sir.
He is the model for the company on the truck.
So are you there signing autographs or what are you there
back?
for?
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my God.
And the other side.
Magic.
Are you like looking into the horizon? Like, what are you looking at? Where are you? You're always in motion and you're like, you're looking up. It's like
getting the right tool, Scotty.
Is that what...
It's amazing.
Yeah, so they wanted it to look like I was walking out of the van to go to work.
Oh my.
Would that be more like a crouch position for you? Like, I'm just...
Well,
in a related story, he asked the city of Lowell to put him on the side of the fire truck, and they said no.
They wouldn't do it. No, that's too bad. You think they could sell some advertising on the side of the fire trucks, but I guess not.
He's so good looking. Like, we have to make him a model. Yeah. How did that happen? Is right. Yes. Talk to me about that.
The owners just came and like, oh, we'd like to use you as a model for the side of the van. I'm like, okay.
Sounds good.
And it was actually like a real photo shoot. Like I had to go to the studio and there was a green screen behind me and they changed my outfits. They had someone fixing my clothes. So it had the perfect wrinkle in the right spot. It was interesting.
Look at that.
Sounds amazing.
That was his first and final modeling assignment. Yes. Yeah.
Well, so my wife and I were in a commercial for the company just a couple months ago.
We need footage of that. You throw that on the Facebook page.
Please.
It's on our website or our Facebook page or something. I'll have to find it.
Share with us the picture that's on Instagram of you and Little Shoes and Mother Shoes. Is that Little Heels in the picture too?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, she made an appearance.
All right.
So let me ask you
this. Family affair at the Big E.
Yeah. So first of all, do you have to go in and dine, or are you hanging out with us for a while?
I think there was still people out on the course, so I have a few minutes.
All right, so you let us know when you need to go. I think as much as we want your take on the Red Sox and Brady Bowl and Celtics and Bruins and some of the preseason stuff, talk about the Big E. Talk about your process. Please. Talk about the money spent. I mean, inquiring minds want to know.
Oh, I want to know about the money
because you said you have an inaugural. There's an inaugural meal that you have when you get there. You have to lead off with.
So people who have never been there, there's there's buildings set in the back of the fair for each state in New England. So
right this way, Mr. Corey.
There's a Connecticut building, a Massachusetts building, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont. So we go to the Maine
made of straw.
Main building to have a main potato first. That's our first thing. That's where we start every year.
Look at Scotty's getting emotional.
The main and they have other potato.
Like really?
Yep.
What about lobster?
I was thinking you would get a lobster.
None of us eat lobster.
None of us eat I'm never going to the Big E. That's
one more reason to not like Rubba Shoes.
There was lobster rolls everywhere, but none of us eat it.
Lobster rolls everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. So you start with a Maine baked potato. Is that it?
Yep.
Is that all you get at Maine?
Yes. This is
a 60-minute show about his Big E eating habits.
and then we wander around and we see what's good. And so the deep fried taco was amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I heard that Bobby Dugan would like the deep fried taco too. That's what I heard.
He's working on that right now. That's why he couldn't make the show. Yeah.
That's right.
That was amazing. And I had that. I'm trying to remember what we have. We always have the deep fried Oreos. Those are.
You only go to Maine. You only go to Maine. You don't go to like New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and like.
We go to all the buildings, but they're so in Vermont they get the maple cotton candy there.
Oh yeah, that's good. What do you get in Connecticut?
Food wise, there's nothing. We just get the baked potato, and then we walk around the fairgrounds and get the other stuff. We get poutine. Mm-hmm. We had poutine. There's a poutine booth, and then we had.
Wait, Adam, you don't know what poutine is?
I don't know what poutine is.
You're
poutine?
joking.
What? I don't share, please share what this is.
So I'm going to be wrong, but bear with me.
Okay.
It is typically French fries, a gravy, and then typically cheese curd.
Yes,
with an egg also.
With an egg?
All right.
Yes.
Well, there's a million different versions.
There is,
That's
typically you want to throw like an egg on top, and it's unbelievable.
Oh man,
unbelievable.
I'm gonna have to make my way up to the Big E tomorrow.
The cheese curds,
don't go there
gravy, and fries. We didn't have anything else. They had other stuff. They had like some, ones that you'd have to go straight to the hospital after you ate, bacon and hamburger and all this other stuff in it.
Wait, so fried taco is okay. French fries with bacon and hamburger on top is not okay.
The fried taco. So we got a beef taco and a buffalo chicken.
I thought he was getting jumped.
There's a buffalo behind him. He's like
someone's cleaning off. The
octogenarian twosome he played golf with was bum rushing him for an autograph. Yeah, I'll sign you, baby.
Is that you on the side of the truck? Holy shit!
Yeah.
Can you give me some pots?
Yeah.
And then I finished it off. I got a deep fried whoopie pie to finish it off.
Oh, I will punch you in the face. That sounds amazing.
Unbelievable. And the other three, they got these donuts it was Fluffy's donuts, and they were the size of Little Shoes' hands.
Oh my.
That's
big. Not small.
Huge.
Oh man.
Nope.
So is this all you do when you go to the Big E? Is eat?
Yeah, pretty much. The line for the deep fried taco was so long. I stood in line for the taco, and they all went and played games in the carnival area.
Yeah,
I love this.
And
there's no fast pass. It's not Disney.
Right.
No.
Western Mass. Yeah. Godspeed. Yep.
Yeah. So Little Shoes won Little Heels a prize at one of the games.
How sweet.
So gallant.
Next thing you know, he'll be at a tulip farm next spring.
Yep.
You never know.
Oh yeah.
But he doesn't eat lobster. So how do you wrap up that day?
You can't. There's not really anyway.
It's not a thing. That is intriguing. So have you ever had any issues? Because you're in there and you're plowing through a lot of fried food that you would like. Is the next day I'm simply asking do you have an upset stomach the next day, or Have you developed an iron constitution?
The ride home, and
what kind of preparation do you do?
It's close. It's close to like a 2-hour ride home. So that
we're interviewing Joey Chestnut.
Oh yeah,
so bloated that ride home. I just want to get home and just lay down on the couch.
Yeah. Do you guys bring traveling pants? Like, do you literally like?
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna get out of my walking jeans and put on my traveling pants.
Yeah, we did wear the extra wide pants. You know, a couple.
Of course you did.
Couple sizes too big for the extra room.
The stretch ones.
Amazing. Start the car. I'm going to slip into my sands belts.
Oh my
About
God.
my 15th fried something. Hold on a second. Let me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
so Rubba Shoes. Adam was asking like if Scotty Dukes and I hit like Deerfield or anything like that, and I've never. I think 1,000 years ago I went to Topsfield. Never been to the Big E. I know at Rubba Shoes, you can set your watch. Like you just know that Rubba Shoes and the family are going to go down and eat all the fried things. And it looks amazing. My disenchantment with the whole experience is when you are in the New Hampshire area, and Scotty can appreciate this, like the traffic, if you're dumb enough to try to swing through 43, which is where the Deerfield Fair is. Yeah, it's lights out. Aiden, God bless him. He and his friends went the other night. Actually, he's got a picture on Instagram. They all got their picture with Sununu because he was marching around. But in the grand scheme of things, like the traffic and just I don't know. I have no time for it. But if you're, I'm sure you have a plan of attack. Like you have a place that you go, you know what time to get there, the parking, all that stuff. Rubba Shoes.
Yeah, it was a little off this year because we went with Little Shields. We had to go pick her up. So
Little Shields.
Little Shields.
Little
That's
Heels. Their daughter's
Little
name.
Heels.
She's on the way. Yeah.
Little Shields. That's the granddaughter's name. Oh.
It wasn't too bad. The traffic wasn't too bad. And we thought it was just because of, the pandemic and, we went the last weekend of the fair. So we're like, oh, maybe, but they had like 3 record days this year.
Wow.
For attendance. So people were going out.
And you feel good? No symptoms?
Yeah.
All right.
Great. Yep.
Well, he's only like a day out. You've got to wait 3 or 4 days before you start feeling symptoms.
Yeah, everything kicks in. So, so final question, but I think it's important because
is it the final question?
Probably not.
Yeah, no.
We'll do a wrap-up panel next week. So everybody is in a caloric coma. Who drives?
Yes.
Oh, good question.
I get stuck driving. I drive everywhere. I get car sick, so I got to drive everywhere.
That's
wow.
Janina's claim. Janina says she gets car sick. She drives.
It's her
I'm
claim. I like how that you mentioned that. It's her claim.
Yeah.
Yeah, she claims she gets car sick.
So
well, here's the thing. If I know she wants to drive, if I make her be the passenger, which I could care less because I'd be happy to put it on my headphones and Netflix. If I make her be the passenger and then she pukes in our car, who's to blame? Me.
Like 100%. Yeah. There's no question.
It's not worth it.
So.
Definitely your
not
fault.
worth finding out, right?
Not at all.
So what's for dinner tonight, Rubba Shoes? Now that we're talking about fried food, you got any fried Oreos?
I don't know. I haven't been inside. They didn't tell me. So yeah.
You got a 50-50 raffle going on. I know how these things go.
I'm sure. Yeah, this is the first time I've been to this one. I wasn't even supposed to go. My sales manager and general manager had to go to a dinner meeting with another company. So they're like, "Oh, do you want to go play golf in the afternoon?" I'm like, "Oh, sure."
And then they sent their the face of the company.
Yes,
that's good.
That's actually so there was a event last year that 2 of the girls in the office went with the van, and one of the guys like, I recognize you. You were here at Indian Ridge last year. I'm like, nope, just the van was with my face on.
Oh my God.
I thought you were gonna say, are you on ATB? Is that you?
Right.
Were you on the news?
Yeah, yes. Right. I was ranting and raving about Hunter Henry.
So give us, we know that you probably have to get running. A couple things. First of all, I'm asking Scotty, I'm asking everybody in real time. Are you working on Monday?
You asking me?
Indigenous Peoples Day. Are you working, Rubba Shoes? Are you working, Scotty?
I'm at the fire station Monday.
Boo. What about you, Scotty?
I don't believe so. I'll double check.
I'm dead serious about Outlook if you can do it.
The one right up the street from me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yes. 8:39. I should
8:39.
Time now. The fans will be there. What?
Okay.
I know we're not Rubber Shoes. I will sign your baby or your Pro V1, whatever you want me to sign. Yep.
Bring the
You
van.
know what?
Rubber Shoes. Bring the van.
I'll print out a couple of pictures of us, Tim. We'll put on the side of the Jeep. And then we'll just boom. That'll be it. We'll be done.
Perfect.
But we have to be in like in motion.
Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it.
Oh, perfect. Right. Oh, you've got the look down and everything, Scotty.
Mine's like more of a terrified look, like UFOs coming.
Yeah. Not the anal probe again. Just another week at the Big E.
That's his. They're 30 minutes into the show and haven't mentioned the Red Sox once yet.
No, it's been fried food. We've got a remote going on. He's got the duck foot up the van.
Right,
We're live. We're live from State Street Discount. It's great. So Rubba Shoes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you love it. You're welcome. You're welcome. So Rubba Shoes, if you can talk about one sports item, what are your thoughts you want to share with the people before you escape?
Oh, it's
that you've got chicken.
The Yankees lose.
Oh!
Yankees lose.
Yes.
So did everyone hear Sterling's call of the first not home run?
Beautiful.
Oh my God, that was
That was
amazing.
awesome.
That was amazing. And then then
Susan just left them hanging.
And then Judge getting thrown out at the plate, and he's like, "What did I miss? What did I not understand?" Like, that was
awesome.
He's been saying that a lot this year. He is freaking losing it, man.
Yeah,
He is.
It's time for him to
losing it.
retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. There's still a chance. 11 more to win.
It is.
I like
crazy
your
when
optimism.
Yeah, well, when you think about that, it's pretty incredible that they got themselves in this position. Now, I love where they are. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm not going to change on the fly. I said we're going to get to Game 5 of this upcoming series, and I feel like they're going to rip my heart.
I'm driving up to Stafford to beat you down if that happens.
Well, you'll be in the wrong town. It's Stratford.
I was
But
gonna
anyway,
Stafford, whatever.
yeah, drive right to Stafford. I love it. Yeah, excellent. I'll
Definitely
wave as
go
you
to
go
Stratford.
by. In the
I have
van.
to look
in
at
the
the-
van. Yeah.
There he goes.
I'm sure
Yeah,
there's a Hilton
I,
Garden Inn you can stay.
Yeah,
in
no,
there,
it's not about being negative. It's just in my heart of hearts, I feel like they're going to get us there, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm dying to be wrong, but I'm going to stick to my prediction. I'm sticking to my 7-9 on the Patriots.
Yeah. Oh, 7-9. All right. Well,
I had said 7-9, didn't I? No,
maybe
that's 16. I said 8-9. I apologize. 8-9.
8-9.
I said
8-9.
8-9.
That's
Yes,
that's
correct.
right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so that being said, yeah, we were just talking about it before you joined us, Rubber Shoes. It was such a pleasure to watch a game of that magnitude. And there was never a certainty. There was never a moment where you're like, okay, I can take a complete deep breath. For me, the universe, the cosmic justice of the universe was the fact that A-Rod couldn't stop talking about a 3-run lead is a 1-run lead at this ballpark. And at one point,
I watched on ESPN2 the other broadcast. So I didn't have to listen to him. Yes,
the Statcast.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a. Oh, I wish I clicked up one.
Yes, I was so happy not to have to listen.
But A-Rod saying that, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, what?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, he's an idiot.
Yeah,
he is the worst. And by the way, he kept saying like he was basically rooting for the Yankees blatantly.
Absolutely.
And just
4,000
saying,
was.
well, they're not out of it yet. You gotta, they're gonna make a comeback. They'll come back. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well,
like,
it's one thing if he's on Yes doing that. It's another thing if
Correct.
he's on ESPN.
Correct.
exactly.
Even
he's supposed to be partial.
Yeah,
Right.
Dale
Or
Arnold
impartial.
from formerly of EI, now with Ness, and Dale Arnold tweeted, he goes, "I've never felt a national broadcast that was ever clearly rooting. Like it was just pretty
Right.
obvious." And he's like,
Right.
"It'll be nice to see if the
Well,
Red Sox prevail."
Vasgersian on the single off the Monster. He's like, yo, we did it again. Here it goes. He did it again. Like he was like giddy about it.
Yeah, they were
Like
like,
when Xander crushed one into center field, he was like, "Oh, high drive to center field. Oh, it's gone." I'm
yeah, you were like waiting for there was like Castiglione, like it's a pop up, like yeah,
Hot.
yeah. They launched it. I thought if I were, and they weren't there probably clearly, if I were the on-site producer or I was running the camera shots in the truck, and if I knew that Affleck was there with J-Lo, I would have just done a steady shot while he was running his mouth. Just like you can talk about the team you're not on, you can talk about the roids you didn't take,
Oh,
and you can talk about the girl you're not sleeping with anymore because she's with Affleck. Like they should have brought out Jerry Remy for one pitch and then Affleck for the second, right?
yeah.
That would have been
Affleck
amazing.
and J-Lo should have thrown up.
Yeah,
the
and I
second
think
pitch.
She's back with
statement was-
Batman, man. She's back with Batman.
I think the most egregious statement he made at one point, he was talking about the nuances of what Tampa has done to get where they are. And it just stuck out like a sore thumb. And he was poking fun at the Yankees too, Scotty. He said, "You're not that smart. You're not that good." And I'm like, who are you right now?
Yeah.
Like,
Just, yeah. He's like, just bring in the people that you bring in and make that work.
Like at that point in my
What?
head, I'm like, can he say before the broadcast ends, say something racist or grab an intern's ass? Because he needs to get fired. Just get him fired. Because he said everything he could possibly say on the air that would be like, we feel like you're no longer unbiased on these broadcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was remarkable what came out of his face. And I texting back and forth with my mom, Cheryl's losing her natural mind. And I just imagine she was probably like throwing stuff at the TV. He was, if she was picking up on it, I don't know. At one point, I'm like, I'm going to do the science project of bringing EI up on a speaker and timing the audio with the video, like pausing DirecTV enough that the plays would match up, because clearly they would have been out of whack. Satellite TV and terrestrial radio would not have worked. It was remotely listenable. Like I had to power through that. And I wish I knew ESPN2 had something else to listen to. I would have rather listened to like Poor Pie have sex in the ocean, which is ultimately soundless. That would have been better audio. Yes.
I was going to try and line up the radio too if I didn't have that other option.
He was horrible.
It's really bad.
And nobody at Disney's listening. Fire A-Rod.
Yeah.
Like that was awful.
Yeah.
He's been awful all year too. Like he was bad last year, right?
He was really better.
Bad.
He's
he
missing
was
J-Lo.
But
He was
that's what I mean,
better
like,
when he was with J-Lo.
without a doubt,
distracted by the booty or what? But he's got nothing to focus on except his anger.
Exactly.
Like
I mean, that's it's like the same thing with Jason Duffner. He was an amazing golfer, and then his hot wife left him, and now he's just terrible. He's not even making the cuts anymore. But anyway, it's like, A-Rod, he's so bad this year that it's gotten to the point that he just, I think he almost like is he trying to get fired because he wants to go into like ownership or whatever. He needs to do something else because he's saying he's clearly not prepared for any of these games at all. Like with him and Ortiz, was that last weekend when they were in the booth? How fucking bad was that? That was just awful. Absolutely awful.
Well, I love Ortiz, but Ortiz is not a good commentator. Let's be real. I mean, he's good for about 30 seconds. And then it's like, all right, okay, I can't really understand you. And I want to be able to understand the game. Go away. Let's get a professional in here.
I got to run, guys.
Hey,
great talking with you.
All right.
Give everybody our best.
Okay. We'll see you next week.
Hopefully there's fried food there.
And keep that beautiful van in between the guardrails. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Rubba Shoes, we love you, buddy.
Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Look in the horizon before you leave, though.
I feel like he's going to
There
leave
it
us
is.
on, and we're
There
going
it
inside.
is.
We're going inside. What did he do?
He looked in the horizon before he left.
I love it.
I'm still trying to leave. There we go.
It's for the kids. Honest to God.
I'm surprised Rubba Shoes joined the show. I was looking at us going, none of us have jerseys on. I thought for sure Rubba Shoes was going to pop in.
No, he's got a company polo on. And I appreciate the drip. I mean, it's horrible, but it was there, so God bless him. God bless him. All right.
But
So
I was
on the deck. We talked fried food. We're in the middle of the Red Sox. Let's stay on that. And not to celebrate what they did. He was unapologetically biased last night.
He was horrible.
It was too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
He was horrible. He was, and it's to the point now where I don't think they can do much of anything else. They can't add somebody to the booth to help him or anything like that. You know what I mean? And here's the thing, dude, Vasgersian is not the best play-by-play guy either. He's not very good. He's also a dick. I don't know if you've heard about some of the things. He's an ass. He's been kind of an ass to a lot of other like broadcasters and stuff too. So he's kind of I don't know. ESPN they don't do a good job hiring, I think, a lot of the times. Especially
and they blow through these guys too. There's like every year they got somebody new. Yeah. And they're just not good.
Well, I mean, and here comes my bias. You're watching the other night and it was really phenomenal. And I love when they do this. And I hate that they call it Jersey Street. And I appreciate why they renamed it because Yawkey was Yawkey and he's not a great person. But Jersey Street's terrible. Like name it something else. Name it the Brady Avenue or something. Find something else. Find something else we can celebrate. FriedOreo.com road.
Why can't you name it Ortiz Way? That would be pretty cool.
Well, he's got the bridge.
He's got the thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Got,
that's right.
Yeah.
So that's right.
All that aside, I at a loss with the fact that they can't seem to bring the talent that we have locally. Like the fourth guy on the desk, if you were watching the pregame on Nesson, you had Jim Ed.
Yep.
And he's just phenomenal. I mean, some of his horse blanket suits that he wore this week are phenomenal. Yeah. He looks like he should be in a 70s pimp movie. I said it. It's phenomenal. Love Jim Ed. Next to Jim Ed, and they never threw the chyron up, so I wasn't sure it was him, but I'm pretty sure it was Lenny DiNardo, right? Mm-hmm. That was Lenny DiNardo last night, right?
Your lefty, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and he was well-spoken, and I'm not saying that A-Rod's not well-spoken. He's too-spoken. There's a difference. Yeah. So it's not that A-Rod is not well-spoken. He's not prepared, to your point, Scotty. And I just, like, how can they not curate ESPN level talent to put in their baseball? Like here's my fear, and I trust they're going to grab a whole bunch of people from NBC. They got hockey,
right?
Like national hockey is leaving NBC and going to ESPN, and if they ruin it, because
they will ruin it. They ruin everything that they touch.
Well, the best part of NBC hockey on a national stage, Sunday afternoon, 3:30, Flyers, Bruins at the Garden, was Doc Emmerich, and he's retired, and that voice is just impermeable. Like, he was so good, but like if they don't have the right people, if they didn't grab enough people from NBC to bring them over, or they don't hire the right talent, and I don't know who they're going to bring in, it could be 3 buckets of awful with a side of Big E. And I just, I don't know what they're going to do, but we'll see.
I mean, everything that ESPN touches is terrible, right? I mean, I'm being serious. Even SportsCenter now sucks. I mean, SportsCenter forever was great, and now you watch SportsCenter and it's awful.
I haven't watched SportsCenter in like probably 2 or 3 years.
There you go.
I get everything on my phone, so there's no reason for me to.
Right.
I don't watch it at all.
We used to do Red Zone all the time. And I, as a direct TV person, I would typically arm wrestle with Red Zone and get a deep discount 1 year and then get it free the opposite year. Okay. And now they're just 3 buckets of suck. Hi, Direct TV. They're just 3 buckets of suck now. And like, you can't twist their arm. And because of our schedule and golf and mountain biking and lacrosse and all the things, we know our face is probably not going to be present for Sunday anyway. And it doesn't make sense to invest that much, because it's about $400 if you go max, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we're not doing that. And what we've decided to do as of late, like last weekend, obviously with a late game, we kept it on NFL Network the whole time, because they jump in and out just enough. And actually Fox 25, I should say Fox 25, but 25 or Fox had the best doubleheader of the weekend, or was it CBS? I think they had the Cowboys and the Steelers. They had a great doubleheader. If that's really intentional and they're good with their lineup, I'll do that. But we'll leave it on 212 and just get banter and updates. And they're sort of doing like a Frankenstein Red Zone, but it's good enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we do like some of the morning combinations that they have, male, female. Janina enjoys. Janina's really funny, and Adam will love this, because you're not going to be shocked when I say this. Janina cannot stand if they just have a girl in the chair to have a girl in the chair.
Oh God, tell me about it.
And ESPN,
it's awful.
ESPN was guilty of this with baseball, Scotty. It used to be Veskurgian, or was it? It might have been Brenneman for a little bit, but it was Veskurgian. And it was A-Rod and the girl, and I can't think of the girl's name. And they've since pulled her off. I don't know what she's doing, but it was just, it felt forced.
It's every show though. It's not just, it's all their shows too. They do that, right? You've got First Take. There's a girl, Molly, what's her name? Molly something. Yeah. She's on there. Every show they have a girl in the middle. Right.
Yeah, but some of them are good though. I mean, but I'm not
saying they're not good. The females aren't good, but it's so formulaic. It's like, let's do something else. Let's do something else.
If you get to, for example, on the NFL Network, they do a morning show.
Kay is amazing. She's amazing, dude. Kay Adams or whatever her name. I think.
Thank
Kay,
you.
Yes,
and she ran the whole weekend show that they did leading up to the Bucks. She was hosting everybody. She sat with Billy McGinnis. She's an absolute driver, and I'll point this out because I know Scotty's looked, and we're all happily married. The fact that girl doesn't have a ring on her finger, our team is absolutely
makes no sense.
Up.
Makes no sense.
How is that not? That girl should have 3 rings and 1 for the road. Honest to God, yeah. So she's super talented, but then you've got just the forced aspect of some of these girls.
That's the problem.
Thrown in,
it's okay if there's somebody that's really great at it, you know, or even. Average is fine too. But if you just have somebody to fill a chair, that's a problem. Right. Yep. I mean, it'd be a problem if it was a guy or a girl. It doesn't really matter. It's just
if you don't have the chops to get it done.
That's right. I mean,
so we talk about sports.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So yeah, I was gonna say, like, with the Red Sox stuff though, like
Scotty's like, sure, let's get this out of the way.
I want to talk about the Patriots, obviously, but
yeah, me too.
Sure.
Let's screw the Red Sox. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, just so the setup that they have, so they kick things off on Thursday. So it's a Thursday, Friday. So, and here's the thing, total
amazing. I'll hold my thought. Go ahead.
Guilty thing here. I don't know shit about the Rays. I know their offenses. I know their offense pretty well. Like I know,
you're
like
saying this.
I don't know their staff. I don't know their pitching staff like as well as I probably should because they're one of the best pitching staffs in baseball. But I honestly, I look at them and I'm like, I don't know much about McClellan. And then I don't know much about Baz. I don't know about Rasmussen. That's how you say it. It's really not. But I mean, it's McClellan, I think, but sure. I look at that and I'm like, I don't really know much about them. I've obviously watched them play the Sox a bunch of times this year. And obviously they played us tough, beat us more times than we beat them. But, I still like our chances, but I'm still riding with Timmy. I think that the fact that it's going to go 5 and they'll probably break our hearts.
Oh yeah. Extra innings. It'll feel like 6.
Yeah. It'll be bad, but yeah. So go ahead, Tim. Sorry. I'm going to
No. I love that you said that because I'm, and I think a lot of us probably just haven't said this out loud, but I'm going to say it for the group. And for anybody listening that agrees with me, I'm guilty of, to your point, Scotty, on Thursday night, I'm like, who are these fuckers? And by game 5, I'll know where they live.
Yes. Exactly. Oh yeah.
We'll grow that deep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Janina will start looking them up on Instagram. Like, look at the whore he's married to. That's right, sister. We're throwing stuff at the television. Like, yeah, I'll be cursing their mother, right?
Yeah.
In effigy, like by the end of the series, but I have no idea because I haven't spent any time because for me, and I think, and we grew up in an era where baseball was more important. I think for me, my paternal grandfather, Grandpa Lindsay, would always watch it like clockwork.
Yeah.
That and the Bruins for sure. My dad was never put on the Red Sox. My mom was because her mom loved the Red Sox for sure. So for us, it's background music at our house.
Mm-hmm.
And if we get home, and of course I have to watch David Muir, my future ex-husband, we watch the nightly news. And as soon as the Red Sox start, we'll put it on. And if it's 38-0, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to watch Death by 1,000 Paper Cuts. I will watch an intriguing game. The Yankees make me want to leap out of a first floor window. Like it's always 1-2, like it's 1-0 or it's 38-3.
Right.
Like there's no happy medium with the Yankees.
And it's all 5 hours long.
Yeah. And you're going to bed tomorrow and waking up tomorrow to go back to work. So it's never been appointment television for us during the regular season for the most part. The way I know clearly if Rubba Shoes was here, he'd be mad at us for me saying this.
Yeah.
I find it intriguing that you said that because I feel the same way. I have no idea. Like teach me about the Rays and by game 2, I will hate all of them.
Yep.
So here's the question, right? So
way.
This is what I was thinking about too. Everybody hates the Yankees, obviously. It's we've done that as we should.
Even Rubba Shoes. Yeah, we are actually unanimous in that conversation.
Yeah.
If Dugan was mid-taco right now and he could be here, he hates them too.
He hates the Yankees, right? So we all hate the Yankees. That's a pretty universal thing in Boston.
Sure.
Do we feel like that we won this game and now we've broken their hearts? They're off to play golf. That we are happy whether we win or lose in the next series? Because I am. I'm happy. I'm happy.
No,
I just want to beat the Yankees. It'd be nice. It'd be icing on the cake if they go to the World Series and win. It'd be nice if they win the pennant. I am so happy that they beat the Yankees. I don't really care.
But do you think about it like in the postseason recently, the Red Sox are what, like 8-4 or something like that against them, or 9-4 against them in the last, postseason series in the last few years.
Yep.
We haven't lost a postseason series to them, in a while.
Yeah. Let's keep that train going.
No, I agree. But here's the thing with Tampa Bay, we haven't beat them in a postseason series in some time either. So they've started to become not in the regular season. They're never going to have the cachet.
Right.
Red Sox, Yankees. They'll never happen. Right. But in the postseason, these guys are assholes. Like we need to start beating up on this team. Like, sorry. Anyway, but it's
Scotty already hates them.
Yeah,
I do. I already hate them. I don't know half of those
guys.
But yeah, I mean, they should hate themselves. They live in,
Tampa,
playing at friggin' Tropicana Field. They should not be playing as well.
Honest to God,
horrible place.
The worst. Let me think real quick. Done thinking. The worst sports venue on planet America.
It is.
It is a
really
garage.
Is.
It's got and like I spend a lot of time thinking about this. I don't. It's a snap judgment, and it's still right. It's funny because we always apologize if we say shit or something. Do we swear on the show? You're fucking right. We do.
We do.
The fucking carpet in that shit show of a garage.
Yeah, it's awful.
When you look at it tomorrow, it looks like this wavy rug that should be in the back of a porn producer's van. Like, it's just like, what is in? Is that gum? Is that somebody's mustache?
Right. It's every rug at every fraternity house ever.
It's the
right there.
worst.
Yeah, that's all.
Field turf in America. I feel like they borrowed it from the old Astrodome, grew it like chia hair, and then threw it back down. It's disgraceful. That place is a shit box.
Shouldn't
we're gonna
Major League Baseball have standards? I mean, honestly, like people could get injured very easily in that place.
Well, it's still playable, and that's all they really care about. Like you can still play on it, but and honestly, the injuries haven't been
playable.
That
seems
dramatic.
like a real low bar.
But walk me through this, Scotty. Tomorrow, Thursday night. I'm just gonna pick a name. When Arroyo hits a home run, but it doesn't leave because it hit the C ring.
Yes.
Which I thought was something somebody used for birth control. When it hits the C ring, what does that mean?
Nobody knows. Is it out?
I don't know why, because God didn't mean to have a roof over baseball.
That's
like
right.
this raft is up there. What are you changing the lights, Barry? Take the C ring down. Like, what is taking place at that shit box? And people, here's the problem. People make fun of Fenway. It's a palace.
Oh,
People
absolutely.
are paying to go into the St. Peter's Dome.
Who makes fun of Fenway? I've never heard anybody make fun of Fenway.
People that complain about it. If you haven't been to Fenway lately, and I haven't, but the last time I was there, and I trust that they're doing what they do every year to just keep doing nuances and make it a little bit nicer. They have done everything they can possibly do to preserve the greatest baseball venue on earth.
Yes.
And the garage, we're going to play the Devil Chickens. What is their name this week? The Rays, because we feel like that animal stings too many people. So now we just sunshine. Shut up. Like everybody, your uniforms.
I feel like you're well on your way to hating them.
He's already hating them. Yeah.
Just give me the list of names. Just give me the list of names.
That's right.
So I can just start to disparage their ancestors. Oh my God. It's such a shit box. And we have to that's one of the things. Here's the thing. And correct me if I'm wrong. When you put on the game and you're not sure, there's two things I hate about the Red Sox. When they're on a West Coast trip and they're playing Oakland at McAfee, I got arrested and killed in jail stadium against the Oakland Elephants, right? It's a 10-15 start. There's enough foul ground in that stadium to put 2 Tampa Bay baseball stadiums in. That annoys me. And I just get annoyed anytime I put the Red Sox on. I'm like, oh, they're on the road. Name me the venue that you want to watch the Red Sox play in on the road. I'll wait.
You wouldn't want to watch them play in Wrigley Field?
When did that last happen?
Well, it's been a while.
It's been
a minute is right.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to watch them play
at Yankee Stadium?
With respect, nope, garbage.
Really?
When are they going to move the right field wall again?
If they do, they're moving it closer. Are they going to
put it right behind first base?
Move it closer.
Holy mother of Christmas.
So bad.
A-Rod's talking about, a 3-run lead is like a 1-run lead here because it's shut up. Yeah. First of all, tuck your neck into your shirt that doesn't fit because you're eating your feelings because J-Lo's banging Affleck. Can we stop there? He sucks.
It's going to be a good series. It's going
to
be. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
For
that drink have you had?
No, we're fine. We're fine. I mean, this is empty, but it's small. Oh, yeah. I feel like Little Shoe. Wow, did I put the whole label up? I did.
There it is. All right. Yep.
Yeah. I feel like Little Shoe is holding up a real Coke can.
That's right.
It's super tiny, but it's good for you.
So Tommy was back in Foxborough.
Get Timmy off this topic.
This is awful.
Well, we've covered the Red Sox. If he yells at us for not covering the freaking Red Sox, he's out of his mind.
I told you all of my thoughts. There were all my thoughts.
We should do a stadium show. Tim just going through each stadium of Major League Baseball and saying what's wrong with it.
And Scotty, we're going to get to football, but let me throw this in.
That's fine.
Janina was horrified the other day because she realized she had in her mind, she would love to, and we have with a lot of our road trips, we have literally just pulled up to Michigan State.
Yeah.
And so she could walk around and take pictures and stuff. Like we've been to a lot of collegiate stadiums. The old number used to be like 108. And she was like checking boxes. Like we've gone to like,
oh, wow.
30. Oh yeah. they just announced now because of the changes between FCS and FBS. There's 130 now.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch.
She was like,
better get on it.
Yeah, like we're starting all over again. Yeah.
Wait, so you've only done 30 so far?
We've done a bunch.
That's a lot.
I stay in the car. I couldn't be bothered, but her and Francis get out and take all the pictures. But anyway.
Oh, got it.
On to football.
Does McGurk Alumni Stadium count?
We haven't been there.
You got to go. It's amazing. It's
I was at the hotel right down the street. We couldn't make it.
I'm sure.
Is there a Hilton Garden in there first?
It's probably
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Scott, so Tommy was back at Foxborough.
So we talked. I think we talked about it at the very beginning of the show. Like it definitely lived up to the hype. The game was
absolutely
unbelievable. And you had I think, going into the game, you had 1 million storylines. During the game, you had another 1 million. You had Mac Jones completing 19 in a row.
Right.
He looked amazing. Yep. The fact they couldn't run the football and they had like -5 yards until like the fucking fourth quarter, which drove me crazy. But
didn't they end with -1?
Is unbelievable.
I thought they ended with -1 yards.
They may have. I did
rushing yards. Oh my god,
that's horrifying. Well, and let me.
They didn't want to run the ball. They wanted to throw it. That's why Mac threw the ball so many.
Oh, for sure. But and really exciting, Scotty, too. And we'll drop this into the conversation that's taking place. Really cool that we did move the show, and it finally played in our favor because they tried to drop it after tonight's episode, but Stephon Gilmore.
Yes, I know.
Got released and
traded.
It wasn't
traded him.
He did. He got a sixth round pick
to Carolina.
Oh,
so they were going to release him, and they had till the end of the day. So the transaction couldn't complete until 5 o'clock today.
All right. I heard different news this morning. Go ahead.
No, because he was going to get released. So the news came out, and I was all pissed off, and I was like texting Shane and a whole bunch of other friends.
Right?
Yeah, I'm like, really? I'm like, you couldn't get like a friggin' 3rd round or 6th round, 5th round, something for him. And so I guess apparently the contracts talks have just. That's it.
Yeah.
And you knew for a fact, by the way, it wasn't his groin. He was fine. Like he was not waiting.
Yep.
Yeah. He was just he was playing the waiting game. And it didn't, honestly, it didn't work in anybody's favor at this point, other than the fact that I think the Patriots sat down, looked and said, oh, hey, we have a top 5 defense and we're one of the top against the pass right now. So, we're going to give you this number. If you take it, awesome. If you don't, okay, then we'll see what we can do.
And so the way we had him listed because of the injury, we had him listed. He was due back for week 7 or week 6?
6.
He was due back for week 6. So
next week,
knowing that, that's next week, he still, I trust, needs to clear a physical in Carolina.
He does. Yeah, he will.
So if he's truly banged up, that could be something that breaks that deal up. I don't think it will. I agree with you. And I guess off the top of my head, if I'm thinking clearly, and I'm probably wrong, but I don't know why I'm making this connection. Didn't he go to South Kakalaka? Is he?
He did. He went to South Carolina. He was a Gamecock.
Yeah, so that makes sense, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but I also heard today that the Tampa Bay Bucks are talking about trying to get him. So we'll see if that actually happens.
And why would
they're going to trade for? They're going to trade to inside. Carolina's not going to do that inside their own division. Inside their own division, I'd be shocked.
Yeah. Well,
Carolina's stupid, but they're not that stupid.
That was the rumor that was the rumor. I don't really report rumors, But.
Well, I heard that. I did hear that about when they were going to release him, but once they traded him, I haven't heard. He's Carolina, and Carolina. That's
Oh, all right.
No, I saw those headlines too, Adam, and I agree with you because if deep blue eyes, square jaw, beautiful smile. If Tom Brady gets on the phone with you and says, "Hey, Steph, listen."
Didn't we have fun playing in New England?
Right. I need you to make this work.
Yeah. Well, look how
decimated. Would you like to come down
and
win another ring? That's like shut down defense because their box is just a brick wall. We got smoked with the run. And if you put a shutdown corner, because clearly he's healthy.
Yeah. But they also lost
corner, right?
Carlton Davis, during the game.
Right.
Carlton Davis went down with an injury.
Yep.
They're already banged up with others. They brought in Richard Sherman, who looked like a 75-year-old man, by the way. And the Patriots kept picking on him.
Yes, I forgot. Yes. Yeah, they signed him off the street. Good for you. I was available too.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, but he'll get into form. I mean, let's be real. He's going to.
I'm sure
I truly do adore Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
I feel bad for what happened in the offseason. But I think
where he just got he got way too
he's like it wasn't great, and at the same time I think he'll right the ship. I also think he's perilously at the end of his expiration date is coming, which he makes you think that's impossible. Brady's 68. Brady's Brady. We're never going to see this again, And I'm like I was saying earlier, Scotty and Adam, I'm so glad all of that is behind us.
Yeah.
I love the way Belichick handled it. I love the tweet that Belichick, I don't think he tweeted, somebody tweeted, Stacey James tweeted for Belichick, thanking Steph Gilmore for the service and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love the way he treated it. I love that they apparently had a meeting in the Bucs locker room after
Yes,
the game.
I love that too. Yeah.
You know what? And he said it like, of course I was happy to have Tom Brady. Of course he changed what we did here.
Right.
Like meet me at the corner of stupid and stupid. Of course I know that was part of what we did. And nobody can deny they were better together.
Absolutely.
The fact that, and then Seth Wickersham's, BS, the excerpts from all the book comes out and all that, like all the excerpts. I mean, of course he's going to release it, Tuesday before the game?
Yeah, of course. Obviously.
And so that just, did you see, I loved Belichick Wednesday press conference.
Yeah, I don't remember ever actually talking to him.
Well, no, he starts the press conference. How you guys doing? Is any good stories this week? And he had like a smile on his face.
I saw that.
Yeah,
great.
I love it.
That's the way
two
to
scoops if I don't give a fuck with a side of fries.
It really was
phenomenal. Really
and then of course Wickersham's like, I don't know why he said that. We've had conversations and he's been really nice to me and blah blah. And
he objects to that. He's like, I don't really remember having a conversation.
But here's the thing: I think Bill honestly is Bill, and Bill probably he probably had a conversation with that guy. But the question was asked about specifically probably about the book. And Bill's like, I never talked to him about the book. I never gave him any of that information. That's why it's third, fourth, fifth source stuff. He's like, I'm not going to pay much mind. But I love, Timmy, what you said. They handled that, both him and Brady both handled it really good. Well.
Yeah.
And even after the fact, the way they talked about their relationship is such a personal relationship, such a great relationship, and he was really happy. Tommy was really happy about, them getting a chance to meet and talk after the game and stuff too. It was just really well done on both sides.
Yep.
I also loved Collinsworth and Michaels slamming the Wickersham thing. I don't know if you heard it, but when they were talking about it,
I didn't get that
talk
either.
about it during the broadcast. They didn't come out and say Wickersham's name or anything, but some of the stuff that had been released.
Yeah.
It's like, these guys, they have had an amazing relationship. They've done things that no one's ever going to do before, and basically just kind of shut it all down. I thought it was actually really well done.
Since we've been talking a lot about the broadcast of all these games, I just wanted to know if you guys saw Chris Collinsworth's son on the post-game show.
Jack.
Yeah.
Jack. I believe it's Jack.
I think so.
I missed it.
He's awful. He's awful. Did you like him?
Yeah, it's I'm on the struggle bus with the clear level of nepotism taking place.
Right,
there.
obviously, yeah.
For him to be in broadcasting somewhere else, maybe ESPN for one of those chairs that should be open by A-Rod. Two seats A-Rod will no longer have in the booth for ESPN and J-Lo's. Anyway, that. Yeah. It's just it's a little egregious when they throw it. Now let's throw it down to Aiden, well, and we shouldn't be saying that because clearly Little Shoes and Rubba Shoes will be back next week. Yeah. That hiring process sucks. And we apologize.
They're not making $1 million a year.
It's so funny you said that, because after you said that, I was just sitting here the entire time, not trying not to make a face, thinking, I'm like, well, ATB is,
So when we get famous, we got to kick one of them to the curb. All right?
Yeah, and we'll miss Rubber Shoes.
Yeah, Rubber Shoes. Is, he's a good team member.
Yeah, if we're in a remote, I want Little Shoes. He's like 3 feet tall.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Right.
Can you clear the room for me, Little Shoes? Yeah.
Rubber Shoes. You drive the van. Go ahead.
Yes, drive the van with your name and face on it.
Yeah.
So it's a little much. I don't it doesn't bother me that much. I don't think he has enough screen time to be that annoyed by it.
Yeah.
And
but he ruins Rodney Harrison for me, because Rodney Harrison is so good. And
very good.
These stupid questions that he asks him, like, you played with Brady for 3 Super Bowls. What did you think of the game? Like, what difference does it make? The guy is an analyst now. Just ask him about the friggin' game. Doesn't matter.
Rodney Harrison is when they were field level, he was the only person that had an intern holding his umbrella.
Yeah, yes.
That was awesome.
I'm like, welcome to Washington, Mr. Smith.
Bentley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he had a Senate page holding his. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
that was so good.
Amazing.
So good.
There's so many memes about that. It's like, oh, we have to hold our own umbrella. And Rodney Harrison's like, what do you mean we?
Yeah. Yeah. Nope. That will not be happening. Yeah.
Nope. Not me. Absolutely.
That was really funny because it was so immediately noticeable. And I think, quite honestly, and not that, I can't speak for you guys, but I never did television. We all worked together in radio.
Yeah.
But I think we all view broadcast differently. And I just noticed that immediately. I remember saying something. Janine's like, "Oh, I didn't." Yeah, she goes, "Yeah, it's really funny because it looks so awkward. It was just an arm with an umbrella."
Yep. It was awesome.
Rodney's like, "Look at the drip."
Well, the funny thing was,
I love that he said Pats.
Yes.
And I don't. Rubba Shoes is clearly having chicken marsala with the old people he just played golf with.
Yeah,
I'm sure he wrote down our guesstimates. I said Pats by 3. I was way off by the score. I'm happy I said that. I'm thrilled that game went the way it went.
Me too.
Nick Folk missing the kick. I don't think you can blame him. I appreciate that people were like going after Belichick and saying, well, so you don't trust Mac. No, not at all. I did trust Folk.
Right.
But those were inordinate. That was a tough situation to be like, go get it. You know,
Yeah.
I would have loved to see, I'd rather die on the nerf sword and on the hill of we were going 4th and 3.
Right.
As opposed to
But
having Nick Folk try to do a 56 in wind and rain. It wasn't that windy, but enough. There was enough going on. I would have loved to see the attack for 4th and 3 would have been great. And
100%.
because even if we get that kick, you're giving the ball back to Brady with at least 52 seconds left.
Yeah.
And that bastard's going to drive down the field and set up Suck Up.
Yeah.
Suck Up. Such a bad. How'd your dad get the job? Suck Up. Anyway.
No, it's so true though. I mean, I wish they had gone for it on 4th and 3. I mean, and it's easy to second guess it.
Yeah.
But Mac Jones was making those throws. I mean, he just was, and there was really the Bucks secondary was not able to stop just those dink and dunk passes that they were throwing all game.
Yep.
And we could have picked it up pretty easily, I think. And if it was like a 40-yard field goal, I would have been like, oh, definitely kick the field goal,
right?
Go up by a score or go up by a point. But 56 you said, in the rain, it was crazy.
Yeah. And Belichick though is relatively infamous for not wanting to give great quarterbacks an opportunity with the football back, with too much time. So I was actually kind of surprised that he didn't go for it either. Right. I mean, you talk about the 4th and 2 in Indy and there's other cases as well that we can go down where they've actually been successful in that situation
Falk,
too.
Kevin Falk,
but it's still, I think I'm okay with the decision at the end of the day. I really am. And I honestly, there's no moral victories, obviously, in the NFL. You win, you win, you lose. But the way that the team played after how badly they played against New Orleans, this was a huge thing. This to me was a big step in the right direction. It really was.
So you're not changing your prediction, Tim, for the season, your season prediction? You're 8 and 9, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
I gotta say, man, after watching them play the Bucks, I know the Bucks were really banged up. I know Brady didn't have Gronk, and they're running. Well, Fournette played pretty well out of the backfield, I guess. But I gotta say that they played them so well that makes me stick to my prediction too. But my prediction was a lot better than yours. Sure. I think I was 11 and 6.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I was still stick with them 11 and 6. I mean, I know that's a tall order, because that's only gives them 3 more losses for the season. But
yeah,
I think I am going to stay with 11 and 6.
Well, so don't get me wrong, too. Factored into my 8 and 9, and is without fail, obviously going through that math. I counted Sunday night as a loss.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a piece of me that was voting for Tom Brady.
Right.
The only thing I wanted for Tom Brady is get off the field healthy. We talked about this. Like, don't get injured in Gillette. We'll never live it down. The universe will. Yeah, that would be the new curse of the Bambino, right?
Yeah.
There she is. Executive producer, Ava. Love it.
Oh,
love it. What's up, kid? How are you?
You're talking about nepotism. Here we go.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
You're hired.
Hi.
Hello.
Sweetie, you know what you should be grateful for? You look more like mommy.
Oh,
that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Say thank you.
Say thank you. Look at her. She's like, I'm gonna grab Dad's mic.
I'm doing this.
How do you feel about the Tampa Bay location? What do you think about?
Are you happy with turf?
What do you think about the D ring? Tell us, Ava. Yeah. What do you think about the D ring? She's like, yeah, I have no idea. Yeah.
Who is this man talking to me through the computer?
Daddy, where is his nurse? Shouldn't he be back in his room by now? Yeah, that's what she's thinking. Yeah. Grandpa Lindsay escaped. Yeah.
Is it going to be
the
Patriots
whole
or
day
the
out
Texans
in public? Yeah.
Patriots or Texans? Who's going to win? Patriots or Texans?
Texans.
Oh! You're off the show.
She's an 8-9 girl. I knew I liked her. She's an 8-9. Yeah, look at him. He's like a. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So
Ava Duquette is available on Etsy with free shipping tonight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. That's how we're gonna end the show. Just her talking. Texans.
I'm just going to remind you, Ava, college would have been fun. You're no longer getting sent.
That's right.
Yes,
No, she's done.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Texas.
You're gonna be an electrician with Uncle Stevie. There you go.
Yes. Amazing. All right. So let me ask you this before we wrap up. We didn't get the Celtics. We didn't get the
That's
Bruins.
right.
They're not here yet. It's fine. We can talk about the other heartbreak for sure. We had Clemson in our sights. It was a bad snap. God help us. So we fell apart at Boston College. What I want to ask you guys, are you okay? And I'm going to answer a yes before I ask the question. I am. Are you okay with the growth of Mac Jones on Sunday night over the victory?
I would say I'm okay with the growth of Mac Jones.
You would have taken both.
I would have loved both,
definitely
obviously,
both.
but
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy with where we landed at the end of that game.
Yeah,
Given the fact that we lost, because it's very possible he could have played like he played the previous week,
sure.
and they could have gotten smoked.
Yeah.
So I definitely think.
So for the
I'm happy
record,
with it.
Adam wanted growth, the win, maple cotton candy, and fried Oreos.
Yeah.
Pretty much taking orders. Yeah.
I only got one of those 4 things.
Yeah, I only got one of those. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What about you, Scotty?
I mean, I really like the growth. I was really happy with that. Obviously, the win would have been nice, but I think in the end, you know, and it's funny because I shouldn't do this, but I keep looking back at the 2001 season and the fact that they started off 1-3 there, and then they ran things.
Reality's on line one for you.
I know. I shouldn't do it. I said they shouldn't do it. I'm not healthy brain wise when it comes to the Patriots. It's not a healthy situation up here. But yeah, I'm happy with. I am very happy with the growth. You know, and how it worked out. You know, with the way that 19 in a row, he's going to have a ton of confidence going against the Houston Texans, and it's going to be the right steps. The right steps were made
for sure. Yeah, not that anybody's setting their watch. We have moved to Wednesdays. So we're going to part company here and get all the things onto all the internets. We appreciate you checking us out. If you can head over to atbshow.com, that's where all of this content resides on YouTube. And then above and beyond that, if you're on the socials, on Instagram, and go to ATB Show, you'll catch Rubba Shoes every morning. Tomorrow, probably going to be some hot takes from the raffle tonight. It wasn't an 18-hole charity event. It was a 9 and dine.
9 and dine.
So he and Fred and Babs are having chicken marsala right now, checking their tickets, seeing who won the whiskey bucket.
Fred and Babs.
Whiskey bucket. Yeah, who knows? God willing. And if you are meandering around anywhere in New England and you see Rubba Shoes on the side of a van, we apologize in advance.
Please honk.
Keep your hands at 10 and 2, or as my teenager taught me, it's now we're down here now 8 and 4. It's apparently the new thing.
Okay. 10 and 2 it always is.
But we appreciate you checking out the show. Please share with a friend, comment on our content. We love it. Scotty is now flying close to the sun, and we're going to get
a great idea. That's what that was.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Ava's like Texans win. I want ice cream and read me a princess story so I can get to bed. That's full day tomorrow.
Gonna go. Yeah.
I'm playing 18 at 6. You got to get me to bed, Dad. God bless her. All right, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching the show. Take care, everybody.